Okay, I think that's going to do it. Let's see if that does anything. Let's try this. Okay, mic. Is this working? Let's try. We have all these mics on. There it goes. We got it. We got it. If that does anything. Let's try this. Okay, mic. Is this I think working? We got it. Try. I think we got it. All these mics on. There it goes. We got it. We got it. If that does anything. No, I just turned my volume down. Okay, mic. Is this I think we got it. Try. I think we got it. These mics on. Okay. We got it. Now, is this thing going to have an echo? That's the next thing. I just turn my volume down. Let's see how this works. It looks like there's a little bit of a delay from the broadcast. Yeah, I'm also a technical engineer here. I'm not just doing the... it's hard enough to do the commentary. Now, is this thing going to have an echo? That's the next thing. Let's see what happens. I might have to shut off some of these mic outputs. Let me see something. It looks like there's a little bit of a delay. Let me just see one other thing. I'm also a technical engineer here. I'm not just doing the... it's hard enough to do the commentary. Let's see what's going on. Monitor and output, mic auxiliary. That's the one. Some of these mic outputs. Let me see. Mic auxiliary. Let me just see one. Okay. Yup. This one's off. Desktop audio's off. I think I got it. Monitor and output, mic auxiliary. That's the one. Okay. I gotta wait for the delay, and I think it's working now. Let's see. Desktop audio's off. I think I got it. Monitor and output, mic auxiliary. That's the one. Let's see. Okay. I gotta wait for the delay, and I think it's working now. Let's see. Desktop audio's off. I think I got it. Monitor and output, mic auxiliary. Now, why are there two audio feeds, it seems, going on? Let me just check. Mic auxiliary, yeah. And this one is mute and output, monitor and output. Now, why are there two audio feeds? Desktop audio here. Monitor only, mute output. Mic auxiliary, yeah. And this one is mute and output, monitor and output. Now, why are there two? So, this is crazy. Okay. There appears to be an echo going on. Let me put my headphones in. Maybe that will help. Let's see what's going on here. This might solve it. Maybe. Okay. This is crazy. Okay. There appears to be an echo going on. Let me put my headphones in. Maybe that will help. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see if this solves it. This might solve it. Maybe. Okay. This is insane. I'm sorry about this, guys. You never know when this stuff. I think we got it now. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see if this solves it. This might solve it. Maybe. This is insane. I'm sorry about this, guys. You never know when this stuff. I think we got it now. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see if this solves it. This is like some kind of a voice box thing, right? I'm sorry about this, guys. Yeah, this is like that live view. What is it? Blind View show where he does have voice stuff, right? Unbelievable. I think maybe if I shut off the other camera, that might be the problem. This is like some kind of a voice box thing, right? What is going on? I only have one mic activated. Why is it doing that? The speakers are off. Unbelievable. I think maybe if I shut off the other camera, that might be the problem. Oh, wait a minute. Duh. I know what the problem is. It's my phone broadcasting to the computer's mic. That's what the problem is. Dollars to donuts. What I'm going to do is unplug my and then plug them in here. Let's see if I think I got it now. I think that was the problem. This is insanity, guys. Okay. That's what it is. You're going to see. Let's see. Holy smokes. This is insane. I got it now, guys. I got it now. We figured it out. We got it figured out, guys. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. It only took us about 15 minutes to figure that out. Cheers, guys. That was crazy. Okay, now that I know it's working, I'm going to take these headphones off because this is driving me nuts. I feel like I'm in a haunted house with all these echoes and everything else going on. My place is probably haunted anyway. By the way, guys, yeah, I'm not really drinking what I have here. You ever have this palm juice? It's supposed to be the healthiest thing, pomegranate juice, right? That's what we got in here. Cheers. You can drink the beverage of your choice. Okay, now I'm going to look at the chat. And I got my notes. I got notes from today. I watched some of the videos. Caught up on some Sarasota. Rhymes with Yoda. He used to drive a Toyota. But now he ended up being able to afford. Barely. All right, let's see what's going on with the live chat here. We got it. Welcome. All systems go. Yes, Mr. Bond. You remember the vintage Bonds? I love that. Those movies the best. That guy Q. You remember Q? He would do all the gadgets and different things like that. And he was always like, Mr. Bond, that hasn't been fully tested. Don't play with that. One time Bond picked up a hero sandwich in one of the films. And he starts twisting the sandwich. He's like, what does that do, Q? Is this going to shoot something? And Q's like, put that down, Mr. Bond. That's my lunch. Yeah, so, yeah, this is an experiment. This is something that Q would set up, all this technical stuff here. It is insane. I've been doing computers all day long. I was doing some trading online. I had these computers set up. I had this one set up in a different room with another computer doing trading before, switching it all up. And I even have another camera. I can try it. We'll see if it works. You're having a beer. Sounds like a good choice. Greetings, Anne. Yeah, how cold is it there now? Heaven can't wait. Well, I actually did a temperature check right before I went on air. I looked up on AccuWeather. According to them, we're running at 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty damn cold. I've been staying in, doing my stuff on computers, and just as well. I was so busy today. The day went by like that. Was flying by for me. And I was intending to go outside and work in the garage. Yup. I have a diesel heater. I showed you guys on one of the videos I did a week or two ago. I set it up outdoors to test it, and it seems to put a lot of heat out. Next step, I'm going to put it in my garage. I have a hole through the wall. I'm going to vent the exhaust out and see how it does warming up the garage, because it's bone chilling out there. Yeah, anything I had in that garage that's going to freeze, it probably got damaged. If you know what's bad? Latex paint. Yeah, if you guys have latex-based paint, you got to bring that inside, because that stuff's going to, once it freezes and then you try to use the paint later when it thaws out, it doesn't seem to work right. Hopefully I'm not taking a beating in the garage. I have a lot of car care products and stuff. I was going to get out there and try to keep it from freezing with that diesel heater, but I don't want to get sick being out there playing with it at this hour. Maybe during the daytime, if it warms up a bit, when the sun's out, I'll try to get out there and set it up. Oh yeah, Carl's in Vegas. I see your comment. Who's saying that? Love the Cape. Yup, he's in Vegas. I actually sent Carl an email today when I was I work from home basically, working in my office and stuff, doing all my computers and my email. I sent him an email over, and I think I checked this evening. I haven't heard back yet, but I got to give him some time. He's probably in the casino. He's probably got, what's that song from Steely Dan? You got a handle in your hand. You go back and do it again. You go back, Jack, and do it again. Wheel turning round and round. They'll find you in Vegas with a handle in your hand. I told Carl in my email, I said, don't let the machines disrespect you. I say that to one of my friends too, who does a lot of gaming. Got to be careful. The whole key to that casino play is knowing when to cash out of that machine. Everyone thinks they're going to get a big jackpot. It's not going to happen. If you win anything, $100, $200, don't keep playing that machine. Give it a few more spins, and then if your money's not going up, it's going down, and you got to just hit the cash out. But everyone's itching. They're like, I'm on a winning streak. I'm going to keep pressing that button. That's the mistake right there. I do a lot of gaming. That's how I get the free cruise. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to do a whole video on that soon, coming up. Let's see what else is going on here with the live. Yes, not AI here. This is real. As far as I know, unless the government knows something I don't. I don't know. I was starting to think that when all that echoing was going on. Is this real? Oh, jeez. Too cold in Ohio. 0 degrees. Ouch. Man, that is bad. You gotta have a good heating system and just hunker down indoors. Outdoors, off limits. That kind of weather, right? Or plug your car into a block heater like I have in the diesel. By the way, guys, I finally did it. I got to working on the Mustang. Yup. Hopefully the battery didn't freeze on me. I think it was charged up pretty good. I got the oil in there, the 5W30 for the winter, did an oil change on it, checked the transmission fluid, and got it ready to drive, because that thing's gas powered and it usually fires up no problem. Yeah, in this kind of cold weather, if your battery starts going down, the level of it, what happens is the battery will freeze up, and really it will be shot after that if your battery's not charged up when it's out in this kind of weather. Yup, hopefully the Mustang's good to go. I haven't even started it today. I should have gotten out there and warmed it up. We'll see tomorrow if it runs. The diesel, off limits. I'm not chancing that. One of my friends had a diesel Volkswagen. This was a few years back when they had the TDIs were popular. He got a Golf, VW Golf, and he was driving home from work one night where it got weather like this. The fuel, the diesel's liquid fuel, but it's like, you know how a candle has wax? The liquid will turn in, parts of wax will come out of the liquid when it gets that cold, and then it gets stuck in the fuel filter, and he ended up getting stranded. He had to call, I think he said the police came and they drove him to the train station. So he lived near the train, so he could get the train home, and then he walked to his apartment. But it's not fun. He said he was freezing cold at the train station waiting for the train to come. And then he had to go get the car, deal with getting the car the next day. And I guess he went back when it was warmer and he could get it running. No, I don't want to have that happen to me. Oh, Carl's in the chat. Hey, greetings, Carl. He's here. How's it going in Vegas? I'm surprised you're not at the casino right now. When I was on the cruise, I was staying up late playing at the casino. Okay, I gotta get it. We'll get it. Good deal. Yeah, I sent that over this afternoon. No worries. Whenever we do it, we do it. We can do the interview when it's convenient for you. Let me know. I did find software that it's really cool. This is my second experiment when we do this interview. I found a free app kind of software that I can run on the same computer, and apparently we can do it with a link over the web that will bring Carl's video over to this computer through his phone or a computer, and then this computer will rebroadcast with my video to do an interview with both videos. We'll see if it works. We'll give it a try. Yeah, you got to find some good games to play in that casino, Carl. One of my friends is big into gaming. He's always telling me which machines to do. He's like, do the Firelink. But I don't know. I haven't had that good of luck with Firelink. That's a popular one. A lot of these new machines. I'm trying to think what I had good luck with on the cruise. I played some of those Wheel of Fortune type machines with the bonus wheel. I did have some luck on those, but you got to be careful. They're very expensive. Some of them, I think to win the big jackpot, it's like $5 a spin. Or even $9. And you can imagine how fast money goes at $9 a spin. Jeez Louise. Greetings, Squirrel Bait. Good evening. As soon as I am hot, even if it's only a few bucks, I move to another machine. Yeah, that's good advice. That's what you got to do. Diana, greetings. Yeah, that's the trick. It's like Kenny Rogers says, you got to know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. Oh no, your car battery died, Squirrel Bait. Sorry to hear that. That's what happened. Yeah, this cold weather is murder on car battery. I got to see if mine didn't freeze up over in the Mustang, because now that I'm thinking of it, I did something dumb. I charged it a little bit when it was warm out. I should have left the charger on it overnight, because I started the car, but I only ran it in the driveway for a little bit, and then I moved it and I shut it down. I'm gonna have some bad news tomorrow if that's frozen. But the good part is I got one of those 3-year warranty batteries at AutoZone. Yeah, if you get the gold, go for the gold, baby. Not that crazy Barris Brothers coffee like Sarasota gets. you want the gold battery at AutoZone. That gives you a 3-year free replacement warranty. So if your battery goes, they'll give you a whole new one. You not just like a little credit for a few dollars. All right. Let's see. Yeah, these batteries cost a fortune now. It looks like Carl's going to have some kind of dinner over there. Yeah, they got some great buffet deals. That's the cool part about these casinos. Definitely. Yeah, I had to get a new battery in the Benz, and I got a warranty deal with that. The previous owner got it from Walmart, which is great. I went to my local Walmart. They had an even better battery, and I only had to pay the difference. The battery went bad. It could be because I let the car sit for a long time. But now I got a brand new battery in that, so as long as it doesn't go dead out there, it should be good. Yeah, my sister is way up in New Hampshire, and believe it or not, where she is, it's almost like the temps, what is it, running 4 degrees Fahrenheit this evening, and that was at like 7 o'clock. Yeah, that's really frigid up there. Yeah, I like AutoZone. They're pretty damn good. The other one is Advance Auto Parts. Yeah, Sarasota's health is in tip-top shape right now. He's working out like Huey Lewis in the news. He's like, I'm working out most every day. Do, 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 do. I can't remember exactly how that song goes. It's a good group, Huey Lewis and the News. Yep. I actually heard an interview with him on the radio, on AM radio in the mornings, and he actually had a problem. He had some kind of medical problem going on. Some kind of strange thing he was dealing with. Some kind of a brain thing, or very strange. Huey Lewis. He had some good songs. I should add some of his stuff to my music playlist. Start working on the 80s music playlist. I have a 1970s non-disco, and then I have a huge disco playlist. Yup, with all kinds of hard-to-find disco music. And a lot of popular stuff, too. But I keep tweaking it. I keep adding to it. If I hear something I really like, I edit it. I put it into the list. I update my list. It's getting to be pretty big. I think I have around 150 songs on there. And actually, when you play through it, it's really cool because you see the video of a lot of these artists performing. Yeah, even before they had music videos, they did film them back in the 70s. And a lot of it's real clear because they use like movie film. And then they can remaster that digitally when they broadcast it, or they found the archive footage. And then they put it into a digital form and they are able to upload it. Pretty cool stuff. It's getting to be quite extensive. But I'm working on the other playlists too. So, yeah, maybe I should start my notes here. I should talk about these notes. Yeah, I was in today, so what I do is I watch some of the Sarasota videos while I'm having my breakfast, so to speak, right? I started trading early, and then I took a break. And by the time I had breakfast, it was almost noontime, even though I got up early today. It's been busy. Oh, by the way, okay, so this is what's going on. I made a mistake. Fred is the guy, my previous videos that I put out, I had mentioned about, I was calling him JJ. Yup, I got all mixed up because JJ went to the RV show with Tim. Yeah, it was Fred's birthday. And I was outside doing all that shoveling and dealing with that cold weather. I made a video, I think it was Sunday night. Man, my brain was fried. It was Fred's birthday. He went over to Fred's. Fred and Raffaella. Yup. His old neighbors. Yup. They lived in the apartment next to him back when he had a sticks and bricks. And they're still there. Tim didn't want to pay the rent, so he jetted. That's what happened. So, yeah, Fred had a birthday. Happy birthday, Fred. 85 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Possibly 86. I saw somebody had mentioned something about it was 86, but I'm not. I think Tim said it's 85 for Fred. And he treated Fred to a slice of cheese pizza. But it was thin crust, guys. He didn't get cheap on you all. He went for the thin crust. It was Fred's choice. I think Fred was just being nice. He's like, that's okay, Tim. I know you're on a shoestring budget. You had to get a free shoestring from Dick's Sporting Goods. It's a shoestring budget, Tim. I understand. I'm not going to break your bank. We'll just do something simple. A slice of pizza. We'll go into Wawa or 7-Eleven. They'll sell you those little pizzas at 7-Eleven. You get the whole pie for like $7. Oh, I think he did go to someplace. Was supposedly Fred's choice for pizza, and he got him. He also got him a brownie, from what I understand. So, yeah, that's what was going on earlier on the weekend. Well, let's see what else we got here. Okay, so yeah, coming up to today, Sarasota Tim, he is stuck indoors. Well, not necessarily. He's driving around in his Super Crusher, getting about 10 miles per gallon. He's driving around. He's bored out of his mind. That's what's going on today. The good news is that he got his x-ray results back, and it looks okay. There wasn't anything earth-shattering on the x-ray. Thank God. That's good news, because you know, that was kind of scary. If he was saying the cough was going on since he was in Nevada, and you know that wouldn't be good. We don't want him to get to the end of the runway. But how are we going to do commentary? Yeah, so that's good news. That's great news that he's okay. That's scary stuff. Apparently, it's some kind of a damn virus or some kind of cough that lingers. Those things are awful. Once you get that, especially in this cold weather, he's lucky he's not up here. Yeah, he's complaining about Florida. He said he had to wear 2 jackets when he did his fire pit outdoors. 2 jackets. And he said it was 50 degrees out, and he's sitting right by the fire. That's pretty crazy for us northern people up here. 50 degrees. Hell, I went outside the other day on the weekend. We had a little bit of a warm-up. I'm out there, and I'm like, wow, this is so nice out here this afternoon. I'm like, it's got to be 50 degrees. I went over to my thermometer. I have an outdoor one on the garage. The damn thing's showing it's like 34 degrees out. It really felt warm. Once you get used to that, when it goes below freezing, that's a huge difference. Once you get used to that below freezing stuff, forget it. Once it warms up, it feels almost tropical. You get above freezing. Hell, it hits 40. Feels like you're on a hot summer day at the beach almost. Yeah, Tim's definitely a Florida guy. He's used to that cold, not the cold, the super hot weather down there. So, yeah, he's bored and blue. He's driving around with his truck. He said he was going to the gym to work out this morning. I don't know if he saw a dog again. He hasn't said that. I think he's going to bring that. He's going to use that again though in a future video. I bet you that he's going to say that again. What else? He went to the damn mall, UTC Mall. He went there to walk around. He didn't really show anything at the mall though. Then he did a video later this afternoon and he said he's still bored and he's just driving around in his truck for something to do in the rain. Let me see. We'll check in on the comment section here. 16 degrees, Diana. Yeah, that's about probably what it is here. That's pretty cold. 22 degrees, Squirrel Bay. Wow, and you were saying that you're down in like Florida, I guess the Panhandle. Yup. Yeah, 50 degrees. That's like tropical for us, right? 15 in Virginia, Tar Heels forever. Yeah, that may in fact be colder than what we have on Long Island, New York. That is insane. All the way down in Virginia. Usually when I do my Florida trip, when I drive down I-95, once I get down in Virginia, I can start feeling it getting nicer. The weather's warming up. I'm going to be doing that trip this winter. It's coming up. I have a cruise. I'm going to be going on an older cruise ship too. It's going to be cool. And then when I'm down there, I'm going to see if I can meet up with Tim. I'll try. Maybe I'll take a ride over and see the UTC Mall for myself. Do some filming down there. 3 degrees in Michigan. Greetings, Christine. That is cold. There's rumors, yes, love the Cape. There's rumors that T-Bucket may be back. I don't know what the deal is with this. They're saying if Tim doesn't film a morning chat from the trailer, where you know he's famous for getting up at like 3 in the morning or 4 a.m., if he doesn't do that, the rumor is that T-Bucket's in town. 41 in Vegas, Carl. Yeah, that's downright tropical. 41. Well, you know, that's actually great for Vegas because a lot of times people go there. I have some friends that go there. They get like timeshare deals and they go there in like August and it's like the 115 degree weather. I don't think that's any good. At least there's so much stuff in the hotels, the casinos, you can stay indoors. 41 walking around is even good. Just wear a sweatshirt. All right. Oh, T-Bucket is not back. She will show up when Timmy sells the Honda. Then he can pay her back. Yeah, I wonder what happened with that. That is the biggest mystery because when he bought that Honda, he was saying that Miss Tammy's lease was coming up and she had almost the identical kind of car. She had a little Honda like that. So we were all thinking, we're like, wait a minute, who's that car for? It's probably for Miss Tammy. She's the one that drives the little Honda like that. We thought it was all staged. We did not know what was going on with that. And now the big mystery, I think maybe Tim bought it and they had an agreement that he was going to sell it over to her. He got like the financing deal and he's like, oh yeah, I'll drive it for a little bit, do content, and then I'll give it to you at a little bit of a discount or something like that. They probably got it. They probably are on the rocks. Something happened when they went on the cruise too. When they got back, she wasn't in the picture. It wasn't the Love Boat. Nope. These cruises, they're catch-22. Love Boat's made on a Hollywood soundstage. The Pacific Princess. It doesn't always work out like it does on TV, folks. Nope. A lot of times, I think people get into a real... if they have problems and they go on a cruise, like you're in a small cabin, if things aren't going well with your girlfriend or whatever, that's going to be the worst. You're stuck on there. Something happened on that cruise, guys. And then he was able to entice her to go to Key West. Maybe he paid for that. But I think they had some kind of falling out, and Miss Tammy was like, I'm not even going to buy that car from you. You can keep it. She probably went to the dealer and just got another lease going on a new Honda. I think it was something to do. Something happened like that. So it made no sense why he would buy that car. He had that truck. Even with the Toyota, what was that thing called? Tacoma? Is that the one? Tundra, maybe. Is that the bigger one, the Tundra? Yeah, even when he had that, why are you buying a little car? I mean, it didn't make sense. How are you going to drive two vehicles at once, especially brand new with full top insurances on them? Yeah, it's a different story if you're like me and you have vehicles that have what's called NCV, no cash value, or very little. They have cash value, but it's like chump change. So then it doesn't pay for me to sell it. If the car is running good, I keep it as a backup, because with my rides, I got like 3 vehicles that I shuffle. And it's like, if you guys heard that song by Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yup, that's my story. Usually 2 out of 3 are I only have 2 out of the 3 vehicles running at any given time. I keep having to repair the other when I have a breakdown. Then it gives me something to drive. I was almost down to riding my Temu electric bike. One was that the other month when we had cold weather, and none of my my diesel vehicle, I couldn't get them started. Almost ready to do the e-bike. Too cold for that now. 64 degrees in Southern California. Oh man. You got a dusting of snow 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago you got 3 inches. Yeah, you saw my video from yesterday. I showed you how I shoveled out the driveway. That was a workout. We got I'd say about 3, maybe up to 5 inches of snow in spots. It kind of drifts. But the bad thing is, on Long Island, it's very damp, very humid out. And when it snows, you go out there, it's bone chilling. The humidity it makes it feel that much colder. And the snow gets to be very dense. It started snowing when it was above freezing almost. And then it did a flash freeze. That snow was heavy. Just to lift it, it was that kind of snow that packs. That old packing snow. When you were in school, when I was in school, I had some schoolyard bullies. And this one kid in my class, Matt, he would get that packing snow and he'd squish it into the hardest snowball you could imagine. And he would throw that thing at you. It was like an ice ball. Stuff's terrible. You're lucky if you got that powder snow and you're further up north. You don't want to be around the schoolyard bully when he's got that packing snow. Stuff is bad news. Yeah, I'm trying not to... hopefully we're done with the snow on Long Island. Let's hope we take a sharp warm-up for February. Yeah, the snowblower, Desert 67. That's something to get. That's definitely a useful thing to have. The only thing is, you got to have one that works. You got to maintain it and have it ready to go. Because a lot of times in New York, if you have one of those, it's sitting around all year, it snows out, you try to start it, it's not going to work. And you got the same problem. I don't care. It's a no-win situation. They're trying to sell electric snowblowers now, right? I bet you dollars to donuts that damn electric blower. It will work good the first year you have it. And then, like, you let the thing sit, the battery sitting around, right? The next season, you go to blow your driveway, it will only blow like a few feet of snow. And the battery will die out. I hate that. All this electric, the cordless drills, all that power equipment, those batteries do not hold up. They are annoying because they always go bad, and they're not cheap to buy the new batteries. So you can't win. The gas one, the best thing you do is drain the gas out when you're done with it for the season. Yeah, Florida, high humidity. I love Florida, though. I like that humidity. That's like my home state. That place is great, Florida. So, let me go to these notes. I'm going to try a little experiment, too. I have some other camera angles, and I even put some footage in from when I was in Miami. How about that to warm up, right? I have some cruise footage. I risk messing this whole thing up, though. That's why I haven't done it yet. Let me see it. Let's see what we got. I think this might be the other camera angle. Let's see. Hey, there I am. Now I'm like blind views. You can see all the different sides of me here, right? And there's my studio. Oh, over yonder, that away. Yeah, I set up some memorabilia, some lighting. I got that skull there. It's a glass decanter that I bought at Walmart. I think I made a video when I bought that around Halloween time. It was only like $5 or something. I couldn't turn it down. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I need it. And now I found out that's what I need it for. Do the studio, make up like a little studio. I got me a purple bulb, one of those UV bulbs from the dollar store. Put it in my light there. I got my on-air sign. I got that on the internet. That looks like it's a little too bright. I have it turned down as much as I can get it. Okay, let's see what other fancy stuff we can do here, guys. Here we are. Hey, look at that. This is amazing. Just on a computer, and you see it has a built-in camera, and then I had a cheap web camera that I set up on my phone tripod over there. Just plugged it in. Once you learn it, it's easy enough to do. How about you want to warm up? How about some cruising? Check this out. Hopefully my audio's working okay. I'm just monitoring. I'm going to look at my phone and just make sure everyone can hear me. Yeah, it looks correct. Yeah, the old black light bulbs, right? From the 70s. Yeah, that's what I need to get, a fluorescent poster. That would be real cool. We got to do something like that. Oh yeah, Route 66, thank you. Yeah, I hope to get out there sometime and do a road trip possibly, even with maybe with my Mustang, believe it or not. That would be a real experiment. It has over 200,000 miles on it. Okay, great. They say it's working fine. Thank you, Ann. Yeah, so here we are at the cruise. And this was when I was just on my cruise, my free casino cruise. Yeah, I'm doing the old finger like Sarasota there. I was headed out of the port of Miami. And there was this cool car ferry coming out right behind us. Let me see if I can find... I did one of these. Let's see if it works. Here we are. Picture in picture. That's pretty damn cool. Hopefully it comes out right. Yeah, this was great. I wish I was back there. The weather was perfect that day. People were complaining it was too cold and it wasn't sunny enough, but compared to the stuff we got now, I'll take it. I think it was around like 75 degrees, 73. That was a beautiful day. If you guys haven't done a cruise, I highly recommend it. It's so cool being on those ships. I love it. And you know what? The bigger the ship is, the better it rides. Like those full-size cruise ships. Those things are amazing. My cabin, I couldn't hear any. It was like I'm floating on a cloud. I couldn't hear any motors. I didn't have any vibration. It was great. I'm just going to have some more of this pomegranate. Have to wet my whistle. Yeah, those cruises are insane. You got to try one. Even if it's a cheap cruise, give it a try. Yeah, I'm doing another one on Carnival Elation. It's a ship built in 1998. We'll see how that is. It's a smaller ship. But even the smaller ships now are pretty much bigger than what you saw on Love Boat, the original Pacific Princess. That ship was only around 680 feet long. The smaller ships now, like Carnival Elation, I believe it is like around 880 feet, almost around 900 feet you're talking. So they're much bigger. The Pacific Princess, that can roll around. That can be a little small, 680 feet. Believe it or not, I knew a guy, I met him, that went on the original Pacific Princess. Back probably during the last day she sailed. And he said the problem with the ship, though, it was listing to one side. He said it kept doing that like the whole cruise. I think they may have been having some problems with it back then. Pacific Princess, the original Love Boat. I've actually been on Princess Regal, or Regal Princess, and they kind of say that's a new Love Boat. It actually has pictures of the original Love Boat cast and a video of them doing the muster drill. That's like the safety procedures for the cruise ship. That was an amazing cruise. Sometime I'm going to post the video from that. I was on the cruise ship for like 30 days, believe it or not. It was in the Baltics. Went to a lot of places on that cruise. It was pretty amazing. We'll show you sometime. We'll get it up there. But these cruises, you know what? It's more fun to do a cruise from New York and go to some place like Bahamas. Like this cruise, I went to Freeport and Nassau, Bahamas, and the private island. Had a blast on it. It's more fun doing cruises like that. It's more laid back. When you do those like Baltic cruises, it's like intense touring. Each port, you're having to do like a lot of walking. You're having to do a lot of strenuous activity to do a lot of the excursions. It's intense, and the weather wasn't that good. It's like it's not going to be tropical weather. When we were there, even during the summertime on that cruise, a lot of times you had rain. You had chilly weather. Yeah, over by Europe. I'll show you sometime. And the crazy part is, I didn't take a plane to get over there. Nope. I cruised the whole time. So, let's see. What's going on here? Oh, guess what, guys? Yeah, just like Tim went to the RV show, there's a show coming up here in New York. If the weather warms up, I might be able to go to it. It's a boat show, international boat show at the Jacob Javits Convention Center in New York City. That's the place where Hillary was going to break the glass ceiling. Now, I think the boat show might be in that same part of the convention center where they have like a huge atrium. So what I'm going to do is, if I can get to this, it's a stretch with the weather and everything going on. If I don't do it now, I'll do a city adventure soon. I'm going to take the train in, to Penn Station, and I'm going to walk it. And what I'm going to do is, if we see any people on the street, if we see homeless or whatnot, I'm either going to bring something or give them some kind of a handout. Maybe like a Mickey D's gift certificate, or bring some kind of food, pick up some food before I leave. Bring a backpack with me, because guess what, guys? This is the perfect plan. I can give out the food from the backpack, and then at the boat show I can get brochures and stuff and put them in the backpack to walk back. We're going to see. We're going to do, if there's funds on Buy Me a Coffee, I got that set up on my account. There's a link. We'll use that, and we'll try to do something. We'll try to hand some stuff out to the homeless. We'll try to do it. We just got to be careful. People are a little worried about me doing that. But yeah, the Buy Me a Coffee is probably the best way to do it on my account. And then we'll see what we can come up with. Do something for them. It doesn't have to be, I'm sure they'll be grateful just to get a snack, some kind of something to snack on. We don't want to be giving them alcohol money. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that. We got to be careful. Alcohol free, baby. This looks like I'm drinking wine. That's the pomegranate. Let's see what else is going on here. Poseidon Adventure, Ron Lee. I won't go on a ship after that. I don't blame you. That movie was intense. The original one with Ernest Borgnine. Mr. Rojo. And who else? Gene Hackman, I think. Was he in there? Was that Gene Hackman? He was the priest. You had the young priest and the older priest. The young priest was convinced, we got to do something and get out of. We got to go this way. The older priest, we stay and wait for help. I'm not going to give the movie away in case you guys want to enjoy that flick. That's a good one. Just came out in the theaters, guys. 1974, probably. Yeah, you might be able to find it on YouTube for free even. I'm not sure. But that's a good flick, man. The original Poseidon, and then they had a remake of it years later. Yeah, don't watch that though if you're ready to go on a cruise. Do not do it. You're going to freak yourself out. And I'm telling you, I've been on cruises so many times, I have to count up how many I've gone on. But trust me, I think it's much safer than going on a plane. The cruise, you got lifeboats on board the ship. If something really bad did happen, there is a way to get off the ship with those boats. It's not like Titanic where they didn't have enough lifeboats. Each ship has to have enough capacity. But it's not going to come down to that, guys. There's guys living on these ships the whole year from the Philippines and different countries that work on the ships. Yeah. You know how many of these cruise ships are sailing? There's hundreds of them. Check those sun rays out. That was an amazing shot. This is what you get when you go on a cruise vacation. You get to see stuff like this that you don't see on a land-based vacation. It's really cool stuff. Let's see what's going on with my phone here. I agree with you, Scrollbait. I hate elevators so damn much. When I go to Atlantic City or Hollywood Hard Rock in Florida, I do not like having to go in those, but you're kind of forced once you get into those high-rise type things. Gene Hackman, Ron Lee says. Yeah, I think that's the guy. I'm pretty sure it's Gene Hackman. He was cool in that movie. And you do boating around Florida. Too scared to go on the cruises, though. I think I got bad news for you. I think it's probably more dangerous with the boating, unless you're in very shallow water. The small boats, that you got to be careful about going out in the ocean or rougher waters with those small boats. The cruise ship is so big, I don't think you're gonna have a problem. You might be uncomfortable with it rolling around a lot. Ron Lee says, I think Rose wanted Jack to die, LOL. Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio, that was some flick, right? And those guys were searching for the that fancy blue jewel, and it turned out that lady had it the whole damn time. That was a pisser. She dropped it in the water to commemorate Titanic. Unbelievable. Yeah, well, when I was on the cruise, I can tell you this much. If it makes people feel any better, I went to a Q&A with the captain and the staff. Yeah, they invite you to go to those. I recommend going if you see it on the schedule of the day. The captain on one of the ships I was on, he said we merely avoid the bad weather, for passenger comfort. Said these ships are pretty heavy duty. They can handle it. Yeah, you don't want it rolling around though the whole time, but I think they're pretty damn safe. It's pretty much like a giant cargo ship, but instead of cargo, like all those containers, it's all cabins and superstructure. And that's all welded together. The cargo has to be like fastened down with like straps so it doesn't fall off. So the weight can't even like shift around really. It's all welded in. And you don't hear about cargo ships. You don't really hear about too many of them sinking. These ships are out there all the time. I'm more afraid of the planes. Those are scary. People don't realize how much is going on when you go on a flight. And the other problem is they have to make the planes really lightweight so that they can fly right and are efficient. So they make them so thin or lightweight that they're not really that strong. A ship can be built real heavy. That's just me though. I'm kind of scared of doing flights. I've done it, but I'm not happy. So, yeah, here's what's going on. Okay, what else is happening? We covered Tim being cold in Florida. Oh, get this. He's become obsessed with these damn guns, the cowboy guns. Wow, that is some sight. Look at those rays. Heavens have done open up, and the rays have shone on through. That looks like something heavenly there. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, back to Tim's shenanigans. Okay, so the latest thing he's dreaming of is this thing called a mouse gun. It's some kind of a little tiny gun that he said it shoots like a strong bullet. He said, don't let the word mouse fool you. It's not for shooting a mouse. It's a little tiny gun that he can hide in his pocket. I don't know, guys. He's watching all those grit TVs and he's seeing the cowboys. He's going crazy with these guns. Yup, he's spending money. He said it's expensive. He's getting this mouse gun and he's going to carry it around in his pocket. I wonder what Fred and Raffaella are going to think if they find out about that. He's coming over to their house. He's got this gun in his pocket. You don't want to end up having that thing misfire. He says it's damn near impossible. But there was an event. There was actually a case of this, guys. If you guys remember, a guy by the name of Plaxico Burress. He was a football player. He went into some kind of a club and he had a gun in his sweatpants. And somehow he was in the club and he was moving around or whatever, and the gun accidentally went off. Pretty crazy. He's lucky nobody got shot. He ended up having to go to jail a long time when that happened. I don't know, Tim. I don't think you really need all these guns. Just get yourself a pepper spray or something. You don't want to get involved with this stuff. One time he left a gun in his truck and someone stole it out of his truck. Maybe he didn't lock it or something. He was in his side door, he said, and then he had to go through a whole rigmarole to get it back with the police. It's pretty crazy stuff. A mouse gun. And the worst, you know what the thing is? His eyesight's so bad. When he went shooting in the desert on his Nevada trip, JJ, that's the one that was JJ. They did targets. I think Tim had a hard time even hitting the target. Shots were going all over the place. So, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. Fred probably has one in his pocket too. That's what Tree says. Yeah, that's JJ was the guy that shot in the desert with him. Who knows? Maybe Fred's got one too. Yeah, it is scary to me that Tim has a gun as well. I agree. Especially if I try to meet up with him. You imagine that? If even if we arrange something, I meet him at a restaurant, I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he's got like vengeance. He might pull that mouse gun out of his pocket and just shoot me. This is going to be scary. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it seems like someone's after him. I agree. He seems a little paranoid. He said he's even sleeping with a particular gun he bought. He said he's sleeping with the gun. I did remember him saying that. Thank you, Ann. Yeah, that cruise, it's so cool doing those. Yup. That was a nice ship, Carnival Venezia. It's an Italian ship. It doesn't have the traditional Carnival smokestack. Beautiful ship. It has all this gold trim. Everything on it's very fancy. It's just right. The pool's a little small, but it's fine. A lot of people don't even go in the pool. And there's a second one further down past the buffet on this ship. The indoor one, it's over the Megalodome, which can open up. Tim's probably harmless. Let's hope. No, I don't think he would pull anything crazy like that, because he has a reputation being a YouTuber. That's his like livelihood. He can't, if he does anything too crazy, he would ruin his channel, so to speak. He would ruin it if he did something crazy like that. Do you have a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see New York Dan? I think he's got a gun in his pocket. That's what I think. Yup. All right, let's see what I got. Yeah, there I am on the deck, guys. I was really there. I'm not making it up. It's not a green screen. I was on it. This is a video that I did post. I think it's on my channel somewhere. If anyone wants to see it later, if you want to watch any of my videos. There's a cruise playlist. If you look on the channel playlists. Yeah, and this one is the solo Carnival cruise. I went on it by myself. I have more. There's a lot of cruise video up there already. Yep. There's cool stuff. I went on one with my friend Rob. And believe it or not, it's on the same ship, but we went to different places. That one went to the Caribbean. This one went to the Bahamas and the private island. And then I have another one, which I haven't started posting yet, where I went with Leslie, my girlfriend, and that went to Bermuda. That's fun. Yeah, Bermuda's a beautiful... All these things are good. I'm very lucky to have gone on these, and the casino financed me. If you play your cards right, literally, you can get these free cruises going. You just got to be very careful about how you do it. You don't want to give the casino more money than the cruise is worth. If you are conservative about it, they'll throw you free cruises and keep you cruising. And you just pay. You play responsibly. You come out way ahead. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's coming up. So, yeah, Sarasota. He was bored and blue. He went to the mall. He went into Dillard's department store. He was talking about pants that cost $200. I don't know what's going on with him. I thought he goes with Walmart. I think I'm showing in the video there. I think I'm showing my bathing suit or my outfit for the pool. Looks like I had my mic on out on deck. That was fun. Man, I'm only dreaming of that now. Jeez Louise. I'm in the Arctic. Let's see, what else is going on here? Did I cover everything? Yeah, I think we got that. Oh, this is kind of far out there. There's the guy. Apparently he's a big fan of my channel. He might even be in here. Who knows? Capote Podcast. Yup. He does this little podcast. Apparently it goes on many platforms, he's saying. But he puts a copy of it on YouTube. And it doesn't have video with it. I think he does some other stuff where he puts a video up, but I played the podcast a little bit today because he had mentioned me in the podcast. I was listening to it when I was doing my getting my coffee ready this morning, or it was almost noontime actually after I did trading, and he was talking about, oh man, there was all kinds of stuff. I emailed him too. I got to see if he writes me back. No, I put a comment. I sent him, I can't find this email. I need him to email me to give me permission to play it. But he made up a song. He made a theme song up about me, New York Dan. Yup. He's doing stuff with AI. He's got some kind of an AI music creator. He's been doing theme songs. Pretty cool. I want to use it. We'll see if we hear back. If we can get doing some of that, use that song and do stuff for the channel with it. I'll give him credit for it. That was cool of him to do that. It's a pretty catchy song. It's a blues song. Something about me playing the guitar. I don't know about the guitar. I got that keyboard here. Maybe I can play that. I can play that in a guitar. Put the guitar instrument on the keyboard there. I gotta work on that. We'll do it sometime. So, yeah, let's see. I think I got that covered. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But, he was getting... Apparently, he was mentioning on his podcast about blind views. He was saying blind views is trying to police YouTube. He was saying... apparently, he was critiquing Carl. Carl had mentioned stuff that was going on with blind views. And... Blind Views was saying, hey, you can't do that unless you have to run it by me first. There's a new sheriff in town. Yeah, he was talking about that on his podcast. He talked about he was saying Blind Views was also telling Miss Vicky what to do, what they can do. I don't know. That's on Capote. I didn't hear that directly. That was on his podcast today, and he mentioned me on there as well. But it was mainly about blind views. He was saying, I guess he doesn't like the blind views broadcast that much. I don't know. So that's what's going on there. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Tim talked about doing workouts and weight lifts. He said he's about 205 pounds. He's trying to get in shape. That's kind of crazy. I think I'm almost the exact same weight. I gotta do some lifts and keep getting in shape myself. I think the whole problem is, so Tim's eating way too much food. All that bacon, all that cooking on the griddle all the time. That's like running a full-time bar and grill. It's like bar food. That's why he's having a problem. Yeah. Tim might be some, let's see what's going on. Tim's ADHD to combine with autism create hallucination. He's afraid of his life. I hope not. That's terrible. He's going to be living in fear in that trailer, keeping the gun in his bed. No, I wouldn't do that crap. I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to end up having a nightmare during the night, right? Yeah, I've had some bad nightmares where I get like disoriented. You know, you get in a bad one. You know what's going on. The next thing, he's going to like be grabbing around, and he's going to grab that gun and pull the trigger on it while he's like in a nightmare, and the thing's going to fire. If that ricochets, who knows, he could end up shooting himself. I would not do that. I would not do it. Yeah, that's the whole problem with those things. You think you're going to be defending yourself. It's going to backfire on you, though. It's not worth it. Nobody's going to break into that trailer. There's nobody, no criminals are like, oh, that guy's living in a trailer. I bet you if we target his trailer and do like a home invasion on that, oh man, you imagine the goods in there? He's probably got a lot of valuable stuff. A fake Rolex watch, maybe some Invictas that look like a Rolex. They're not going to break in a trailer. I don't think so. Yeah, the thing about Sarasota Tim. Oh, thank you. What's this? I look French or Italian? Wait a minute. How do I do this here? Some of the men on the French side of my family. Yeah, I am part French. You hit the nail on the head. I'm not Italian. I'm part French. And I'm also half British. So I probably have a lot in common with Life in Vibe. I think she's British. I'm half British, part French, part Lithuanian, believe it or not. A country up by north of Poland. Yup. Yeah, I was saying, I wonder what happened. What's going on with Life and Vibes channel? Ah, great. Same here, says Tree. Or he's talking to heaven, actually, maybe. Let's see. Tim's trailer, it's the very best of the best. So someone will want to break in and see the best trailer ever. Yeah, he may have bragged about it too much online. Definitely. Yeah, well, I gotta see what's going on. Excuse me. I just ate a piece of cheese that was that pepper jack cheese. Yeah, that pepper went right on me. I'm gonna be like Tim. I'm gonna be like, I got it. I want to see what's going on with Life and Vibe. Is she gonna do these critiques of Tim's video, where she plays the full video, and then she stops? You stop the video and you can talk about it. Because if she can do that, I want to try to also play clips of his videos, or especially with this software, if I do it, I can play through his video. There's got to be a way to do it with this system here. But I don't want to start doing that if it's going to be messing up my channel. I don't want to have that happen. Look what happened to Olive, to Miss Oil. She rebooted the channel, and apparently that is pretty severe. There's some kind of, if you had one channel terminated, I did not even realize this. If you had one terminated on YouTube, you can't even start a new channel, even if you use a different email. If they don't know who you are or whatnot, they will find out. It's really messed up. They're very strict about that. Once the channel's been terminated, they don't want you to pop back with another channel, apparently. Yup. She was off to a good start, too. She had some cool stuff going. Miss Oil. I don't know. We'll see if what happens. I don't know if maybe it's a ban like for 1 year. Maybe it has like a time period. Let's hope that it's not. That seems too severe to me, that it's like a lifetime ban. Let's see if I can close this out. My something popped up on my screen. Okay, good. It worked. This technology, you just never know. All kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, the copyrights. Yeah, apparently 3 strikes and you're out, just like at the ballpark. And you got to watch that. I think they warn you. They give you one first, and then they're like, watch it. Don't do it again. I don't know what's going on though. If Life and Vibe is going to still do those live commentaries. I think I looked today, and her channel it had some videos from her car. She was talking, but she didn't do, I don't think she was doing the video at home where she plays Tim's video. It's too bad. And I don't quite understand how that other guy, Zachary Michael, he's doing that live commentary, and he's playing Tim's full video. He's just going for it. He said they can't. Tim tried to strike him, and he said it's within his right to play the video. He said it wasn't legit. So we'll see. That's another one to watch. If he keeps doing it, if they both keep doing it, that green lights that it's okay to do. If you can play the whole video like that. There's a lot of YouTubers do that stuff, but I think it also depends how cool is the person that you're doing the video of. Some people like that. They get the exposure. More people hear about their videos. But if you have someone, if Tim, he gets really mad if people do that. He's getting mad about it. And I heard him on the channel saying something about, he was like, people are watching my video over the other person's video, the hater video. They're watching my whole video over there. They're playing the whole thing. I did hear him say something about that back in the last year, almost a full year ago. He was talking about it. But, and then Zach Michael, Tim is, he wanted to put a stop to him. He copyright struck him, and he said they told untruths. They're damaging my reputation, my brand. So, yeah, I think. Oh yeah, so yeah, Tim says he's gonna drive the damn Honda Accord if nobody buys it. He's gonna start driving it again. Yup, you better come buy that thing fast. He'll start driving it again. Don't make him do it. I think he's got to get rid of that damn thing. I think that he moved to a higher end trailer park, and it's got a very expensive rent. He's got that cement pad. It's fancy. He's got that shed. He's got the cars parked there. He's got the using the griddle outdoors. Make no mistake, he was not at that park before he went to Nevada in December. Before, he wouldn't even show. He had the shades pulled. He wouldn't show anything. No, he wasn't at that park. This is something he bought into, but I think it's driving him broke. And he said once the Accord sells and he's green lighted, he's waiting for the eye procedure he's going to have. And then he said the end of March, something like that, he's going to go to Nevada and he wants to get out of that trailer park. And if he sells the Accord, he can just leave. And then he'll probably rent at a new park when he returns from his trip. That's what's going on. Yeah, I think that park costs him a lot of money. Just Me says he wasn't eating much when he didn't have the money, splitting food with Tea Bucket. We shouldn't be calling her Tea Bucket, right? Miss T. I don't know what the bucket means. When YouTube money started coming, he started spending. Don't forget that he doesn't know how to invest. Yeah, I think that's what happened. He got a big surge of money and it went to his head, and that's when he bought the new trailer and he started spending on a lot of things. And then the YouTube, that's like a one-hit wonder when he did that Social Security and he got all that money coming in. It's not always going to pay that much. Definitely. Welp. Yeah, that Miami, that was beautiful. Well, I'm glad I got this to work. I see how to do it. Let's see. Which scene is it? Let's try this. There we go. You can see the full view. Yeah, that's really cool stuff. We'll have to, you'll see, I'll do some more cruise videos soon. My friend that I went on, I met him on this cruise, Brandon from Bubba's Cruises and Concert. He sent me that bacon, Benton's bacon. I got to cook that up. Maybe I'll do that since I'm in the house and it's cold weather out. I can work on that, do some cooking, put that up. But yeah, Brandon posted some stuff. It's kind of funny. He was in the exact same locations as I was, and he posted a video of the same kind of stuff. When I walked around Freeport, I walked around Nassau, Bahamas. It's all up on my channel. It's pretty cool stuff. Let's see. We'll see. What's this one? Okay, that's me. I'm back. Cool. And then what's this scene here? There we are. Cool. There's the stuff over that way. I think it reverses I don't know what's going on. So yeah, it works pretty cool. I got this part. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm working it. There we go. Yeah, guys. So yeah, it's been fun. I enjoyed doing this, and we figured out, now I know what to check about that microphone situation. And I might even be able to use, this thing has USB-C ports. I'm not 100% sure of this. I didn't want to burn anything out, but I have a wireless mic for my phone. It has a transmitter that plugs into a USB-C. I was tempted to plug that into this computer. We'll see if that works with it. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work with it. It's for an Android phone. I got to try that offline. But that would probably be even better. If I move away from the screen, it will capture it. It works pretty good though, because the camera's pretty wide angle, so I can be real close to the screen. Yeah, I don't know about cooking bacon in the oven. I guess maybe it would splatter less. You could like cover it more. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. When you cook it, you need a deep pan, because I tried cooking it on like the griddle thing, and that was going all over the place. We'll see how it goes. It's like a thick cut bacon. We'll see how that comes out. I'll show you guys when I do it. I'll film it, put it up on the channel. Okay, the T bucket is saying old hot rod roadster Model T. Oh yeah, Tammy's an old gal. That's what it means. Just like a Model T. I get it. It's a hot rod term. Yeah, the Baltic countries. Yup. I actually toured there. Well, not Lithuania, but I toured Estonia when I was on that Princess cruise. So, yeah, that was fun. Yup. So, what do you think, guys? Time to call it a night. Put a nightcap on it. The palm juice, pomegranate, pretty tasty. Yeah, I hope everyone's staying warm. I'm gonna just stay in for the night. I'm not going out to that garage. The diesel heater's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Too damn cold out there. If the sun's out, I might be able, once I get it set up, and if it actually works. But to set it up, I gotta run around and go outside the garage and check it. Then I have to run it off like a car battery that I have in the garage. It's 12 volt. Grifter Anonymous, he got that same diesel heater, and he used it out in Quartzsite or near Quartzsite to warm up his trailer. He put a tube to just blow hot air in his trailer. Those things are pretty damn good. He put out a lot of heat, and apparently the diesel fuel can last like all night. You fill it up, it takes probably like a gallon or so. We'll see. I'll show you guys when I do it. I'll show you. So anyway, guys, yeah, hit thumbs up for me, guys. If there is a thumbs up, I think there is one on the live stream. And then this will become a regular video. I got it. A regular video on the channel. Under live. Yeah, all the live streams turn into a regular video later. It takes a while for them to process. Maybe like a few hours later it will come up, and you can actually watch the whole thing. I'll check it out later and see what the heck happened. See how bad my shenanigans were with that mic stuff. Jeez. I can't cut that out either. I think YouTube's gonna just play the whole thing. It's raw. You can't edit this. These kind of live streams can't be edited. All right, guys. Hey, I hope everyone has a great night. We'll see if it gets any warmer tomorrow. Fingers crossed. No snow. Hope the sun comes out and things start melting down and warming. Yup. All right, guys. This is your friend New York Dan. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's see. I'm going to hit the end broadcast.